why would I do it when there's a dentist in the house? I'm like, this is ridiculous. My name is Christina Stoever, and I'm a dentist here in Sandy Springs. We are an all-female office. I feel like in some aspects, some patients are looking for that to help lower anxiety. We're not, the dentist isn't everybody's favorite place to be. So we try to help lower that anxiety, friendly atmosphere, but obviously still providing that quality at work. People don't realize that, the mouth, it's a part of the body.
Right.
So when people open their mouths, I can tell certain health problems.
Absolutely.
What quality of work I could do on the patients. I could develop my own treatment plan as opposed to just a patient coming in and I was told this is what we need to do.
Right.
So I could, work with patients on, whether they had a small treatment plan, what they could afford, to a larger treatment plan, someone who wanted the works. We could help manage each patient differently and not all the same. We rely solely on word of mouth, so
Gotcha.
We are relying on our patients to tell how great of an experience they had. And that way, we can focus on the families here in Sandy Springs instead of trying to attract patients from all over.
Yeah. But what do you think has been the biggest challenge for you as a business owner, as a woman, or even as a dentist, that moving from one group to the other one where you're now 100% completely responsible, we should say, for everything, every aspect of the business?
Yes. Well, when you work for a bigger group practice, the patients are always going to be there. You're fed patients the entire time. It didn't matter, if I was the best and, the happiest dentist there was always going to be a patient in the chair. When it's your small business, you have to, invite these patients and you have to provide that quality of work where they want to stay with you, even if they do move, to maybe a suburb. They will at least want to come back because they know that we care about them. Hopefully that all of our patients see that we do care and that we provide several options for them. We ask them questions, what are you looking for from us? And we also tell them the things that we can provide for them. Like I was saying, each patient is completely different. And so we have to accommodate to each patient so that they can trust us. And hopefully they do trust us, when they do come to us to get their services. Preventive, obviously, we have the hygienist so that everybody can keep their teeth cleaned every 6 months. From my aspect, we do the production work, from anything from a filling, we can do crowns, we restore implants. If patients would like veneers done, they can do that. We provide whitening. Certain times we'll want a patient to see an oral surgeon. We want the person who is best able to complete that procedure to do that.
Sure.
So we work with several different specialists here in the Sandy Springs area who are great, and I wouldn't send anybody unless I didn't feel like they would provide the same type of work. I was searching locations. I lived in Sandy Springs and I was working for a large group practice, but I wanted to kind of branch out on my own, and there was a female who was selling the practice, and I thought it was a fantastic opportunity, considering all of the growth that's happening in Sandy Springs. So started our first location over on Roswell Road, and then we just recently moved here in August. I felt like Sandy Springs had a lot to offer for family dentistry. That's primarily my clients, is dealing with families, from children up to the grandparents. Whereas in some of the other areas where, say in Buckhead and Midtown, it was a lot of clients who were there for business, but I didn't get to, meet their families. And then once they moved jobs, they were at another location. So I wanted to at least maintain the same clients and work mainly on families.
Obviously, you spend most or all of your time in Sandy Springs. So outside of work, what schools, what organizations, are there any other groups that you're a part of in Sandy Springs that you could tell us about?
Well, my kids go to school here in Sandy Springs. They're at Mount Vernon Presbyterian School. We love that school. Very convenient for me to get them in case something is going on. I'm part of just the dental community around here. We work with several referring doctors. We refer to plenty of specialists, and we all want to be a team and work together. And if I can find someone in the Sandy Springs area and that's helpful to our patients so that they can get the best work. We just recently moved to this location. We only had a limited space over in the old location, so we have expanded. We also have more part-time hygienists so that we can see more patients in the hours that they would like to be seen. We have a lot of part-time employees, so that helps for women with families. And as far as community, we volunteer our time at different schools, going and talking to them about oral hygiene, dental care, as well as, of course, donating to different, some of our favorite organizations. As a mom, there's great pediatricians around here. There are several of them, so you don't have to worry about if your kid is sick, someone will be able to see them. We've got Children's Hospital of Atlanta, which is right here in Sandy Springs. You had an emergency. I don't know how many times I've had to, unfortunately, in the middle of the night go. There are plenty of parks around here. We live within walking distance to Abernathy Park, so our kids are always there. We come up to City Springs. The kids play soccer just in that little area, just for fun.